Welcome back to this playthrough for Fallout New Vegas. And as I hit continue, I'm going to go ahead and give you a little bit of an idea of what I did between the last video and this one. And, well, actually, pull the pit boy. So, basically, I went around and did a little bit of salvaging. And yes, it was salvaging because I was picking up mostly garbage. But, I also went back to the cemetery as I'm going around town trying to take care of my looting, basically. Well, first of all, I do want to point this out. This is kind of cool. I found this snow globe for Goodsprings in the cemetery. So that was interesting. Wow, I didn't realize that was a quest item as well. Also interesting. But another thing I did when I went up there, I attacked the, what are they, bloat flies? Yeah, there's 3 of them, so I killed them. And the last one that I killed fell down a hill. And of course I'm going to go loot his body because that's what I would do. And I accidentally went out of the tutorial area, Goodsprings. And so it gave me an opportunity to redo my character before pressing on with the game. So after looking up some stuff last night, I realized that much like Fallout 1, this game has charisma as a dump stat. So, yeah, I dropped the charisma down to a 2. I raised my perception and other stats. So these are the stats that I'm currently running with. And the endurance is the big one because apparently the amount of implants you can get is directly related to your base endurance score. So 7 it is. And also there's a lot of perks that require a higher perception than what I had before. So this should work. Yeah, it should work, theoretically. And also, the XP I've noticed, I guess it's counting down because I could have sworn it said 188 before. But after I killed those 3 bloat flies, it went down to 172. So that's another interesting aspect. But anyway, without further ado, I'm not going to be doing looting and selling sessions in videos if I can help it. But what I will do is I will do quests. And so we're going to do this one here, the Ghost Town Gunfight. And so let's get on it. So basically, I think we gotta go talk to Ringo, wherever Ringo may be.
Hey there.
You have a lot to say. Oh, yeah, I walked past the gas station as I was looting things. I think I even looted this. I did.
That's close enough. Who are you, and what do you want with me? Sorry about the gun. You just caught me off guard, that's all. We got off to a bad start. Let's say we start over with a friendly game of Caravan. You know how to play?
No. And is this really the best time for that?
Yeah. He doesn't look very tough, though. I hear he's afraid I'll shoot him down from one of the windows when I see him. And he's right. I'll have a much bigger problem once his friends show up. There's no way I could handle all of them in a gunfight. My caravan was on the return trip from California and heading back to the company branch in New Vegas when we got jumped. Not even a drop your weapons and hands up before the bullets started flying. We put up a good fight, but there was too many of them. I took a few of the bandits down before I ran, so I figure their friends are out for revenge. I'm gonna lay low for as long as I can, assuming the town doesn't throw me to the wolves. I've got no chance against the gang on my own. We just end up sharing the same grave if it's just the 2 of us. Now, if some of the other people in town were also on board...
I like the bottom one.
Start with sunny smiles. She's been friendlier than most around here.
Sure, after I loot everything in your area. Oh yeah, those magazines. That's just a temporary thing. So found that out. Okay. Yep. I said I'm not going to loot stuff. Let me stick to that. Old habits die hard. Oh. Let me, we're going to get into a gunfight. Pull out my pistol instead. It's a little bit better damage per second.
Howdy. Hi there. Sticking around Goodsprings for a while longer? Say no more. I'm in. Just like that. I have a feeling that I'm going to end up fighting those guys one way or another, so I might as well get it over with. Joe Cobb talks about leaving us alone if we hand over Ringo, but I know his type. He and his friends will come after the town eventually. However, between you, me, and Ringo, we aren't exactly a force to be reckoned with. A lot of people around here look up to Trudy. If you could convince Trudy to join us, some of the folks in town might decide to help out as well. I know Easy Pete's got a stock of dynamite somewhere, and Chet just got a shipment of leather armor we could borrow. Talk to them as well. Finally, there's a good chance we'll all end up with extra holes in us. So if Doc Mitchell could cough up some extra stim packs, that'd be great. A silver tongue would help. Convincing Trudy that we had a good plan to win the fight would also help. I don't think give is in Chet's vocabulary. Even with the town at stake, he'd still make you barter with him. Easy Pete's pretty protective of his dynamite. You'd have to convince him you know a thing or two about explosives before you handed it over. I'll be waiting.
Alright, so I already got some leather armor from Chet. Speaking of Chet, no, that's the settler. Okay, we'll come back to talk to Trudy. Let me talk to the other people first. Oh, yeah, and here's a reloading bench and a workbench. That's kind of cool.
You looking to buy some supplies?
Oh, yeah, I technically already talked to him, so.
Now just hold on. I never voted to take on the powder gangers. That's a 1,000 cap investment you're talking about.
Oh.
Right. Just keep me out of it. Is there anything else? Take it easy now.
Actually, wait a minute. No, the magazine would only take me up 10. And I may have looted the good doctor's house because everything was showing up as yellow.
How are you holding up? Seems like wherever I go, it's always the same. Folks just never leave each other alone. Oh, I'm not much good in a fight with my bum leg. and my supplies are scarce, but I'll give you what I can spare. You take care now.
I'll come back and talk to these guys a little more in depth later. Gee, I wonder why he can be low on supplies. Not like somebody looted his house or anything. I don't know where Easy Pete lives. Goes over there. Maybe Easy Pete's down here somewhere.
Hello. Hey there.
So these houses have no way to get in? Oh, there we go. It would be unfortunate if I came up on him using the restroom. Oh, wait a minute. There are... Okay. Let's go this way. That might take me to Easy Pete's house. Keep forgetting about the quest markers. Let's just return to Ringo. Okay. So he must be past the saloon, I'm guessing. There's Chet. Oh, he's still sitting there on the porch.
Hey. Howdy. Bad trouble. Welcome. Too dangerous. Gonna kill all yourselves if I let you touch it. Better to leave it buried. Safer that way. Yup. Yup.
Like, one short in just about every skill I need. Let's just go ahead and make a quick save here and, actually, do I have any magazines that I can raise that? Doesn't look like it. Let's see how things go with Trudy.
So you're planning on taking on Joe Cobb's gang. It's a big risk, but I suppose you have to do what you think is right.
There we go.
I was planning on sitting this one out, but for some reason, I can't help but like you. I'm with you. Let me have a word with a few other folks, and I'll see if I can't round up some more members for this militia you're creating. While everyone does own a gun, we could stand to be a little better equipped. The general store probably has what we need in stock. Be careful out there.
So if we look at the quest, well,
I'll keep an eye out for the powder gangers and meet up with you and Ringo when the time comes. Until next time.
alright. This will have to do. I also got a laser pistol in old Doc Mitchell's house. Can't use it worth a flip right now, but I got one. That's kind of cool.
So what's going on? Did Sonny agree to help us? Well, I guess that means we're ready to go. Unless you think there's something else you can do. All right, I'm ready. I hope.
Time to look alive. The powder gangers are here to play. They're getting set up in cover, but it might not go well unless we get out there soon. At least 6, Joe Cobb included. They look pretty mean. I'll be set up near the store. Let's hope that the gang doesn't manage to make it that far.
Alright, here we go. At the OK Corral. I bought some more ammo for this thing. Yay, level up. Cool. Guess we'll go with this for now. A lot of the crafting requires 25 and stuff like repair and survival, or that would be even cooking basically. So I'll try to raise those a little bit more later, but for now, this is what we'll go with. Oh, there we go. Guess we'll go with this one. Before I start looting the bodies, it looks like she did okay.
I owe you a huge favor for this. Here, these are technically Crimson Caravan funds, but I know they'll understand once I explain things. I'll stick around for a bit longer, but I'll be gone in a few days. If you ever visit New Vegas, look me up at the Crimson Caravan Camp.
Hopefully none of our guys got killed.
Hey. I'm glad that business is over. I like it when Goodsprings is nice and quiet. Be careful out there.
Alright. He went from being half naked to actually having clothes on. Okay. Let me go ahead and loot these guys. Looted quite a bit of things off those guys.
Hello.
I talked to her, so let's talk to Sunny Smiles real quick.
That'll teach the powder gangs to avoid Goodsprings in the future. Sure can. Take the road southeast out of town till it hits the freeway. Prim is the town with the roller coaster straight south. Can't miss it. NCR patrols do a good job of keeping the highway clear, but I'd keep your gun where you can reach it easily. You never know who you'll run into. Off the road, you'll probably start running into hostile wildlife. My advice would be to stick to the highway when you can. I hunt geckos mostly. The meat's pretty good and I can always find a buyer for the hides. I also help keep the town clear of rad scorpions and coyotes. Not many people live in Goodsprings, so wildlife is always creeping in. Sure, what do you want to know? Southeast of here is Prim, can't miss it. Since it has the giant old roller coaster right in the middle of town. The NCR's got an outpost there. If you follow the road north, you'll eventually hit Sloan and Quarry Junction. They mine rocks or something, but I heard they got troubles lately. I wouldn't head that direction if I were you, though. Got critters up there that don't take kindly to getting shot.
Why do you keep saying that?
The new California Republic. Bunch of settlers and soldiers coming in from the west, fixing on making Nevada their own. They can be right pushy, but the roads are safer because of them, so I tend to let it go. Not that I got a choice. Well, the wildlife for one thing, rowdy locals for another. They're protecting their own. Just happens to help us. They've been holding off this other group from the east, too. Got a funny name. Call themselves Caesar's Legion. Never seen them in these parts, so I couldn't tell you much. I hear rumors, that's about it. Supposedly they keep slaves and they got some real nasty ways of killing folks. But maybe that's just something folks in the NCR cooked up to make themselves seem more useful here. Less uninvited. Around here, mostly coyotes and geckos. The coyotes are pretty dangerous in large packs, but otherwise they're nothing to really worry about. The geckos aren't too tough, but they've got a nasty bite. I've heard about bigger, nastier versions out in the wasteland, but I've never seen them. Stick to the roads when you can, and steer clear of the hills north of Goodsprings. The critters up there are big and poisonous.
Who?
If you want to know anything else, just ask. Not in Goodsprings, no. But if you're up for a little scavenging, there's always the schoolhouse. Most of what's in there is junk, but there's this old safe that even Easy Pete wasn't able to crack with dynamite. If you want to take a shot at it, take these. If the lock's too much for you to handle, reading through the magazine might give you the edge you need. You'll need those to pick the lock. Be careful, though. Put too much pressure on them, and they'll snap. Oh. Well, go ahead and keep the stuff I gave you anyway. It'll be more useful to you than me.
That's right, I'm good at lockpicking.
Until next time.
Hello?
Alright, Ringo. Give me them cards. Oh, let me save. You're saying something about Caravan?
Thanks again for all your help. It's a two-player game, and the winner takes the whole pie. You build a caravan using the cards in your deck. The goal is to create caravan bids that beat your opponent's bids. So there's more strategy than luck involved. It's why you won't see caravan in any casino. Too slow-paced. And more importantly, no house edge. Here, take this holotape. It goes into more specifics about the rules. You'll also need a deck, so take one of my spares. So, you feel like playing a game? Just keep an eye out for them while you travel. I've found cards in old boxes or forgotten on shelves. Can find some for sale, too. All right. I've never stopped here until recently. You're better off asking one of the locals. Yeah.
I'll figure out how to play Caravan. Maybe I'll play a game with you.
Hey there.
Well, I didn't see any dead settlers or anything, so I guess we all did okay. Good, good, good. Alright, well, definitely got quite a bit of loot and these bodies, man. Anyway, so that's it for this quest called Ghost Town Gunfight. And I guess we'll talk to the people. Yeah, I guess we could talk to the people in Goodsprings before we try doing this. They went that away. Find the men who try to kill you, and then basically try to make my way down to Prim. So that would definitely be the next quest to be doing. Wonder where it's pointing at. It's pointing down to Prim. Okay. All right, so we'll definitely look into that possibly, but I need to do some inventory management and maybe try to craft a few items. And there is a cave around here. I might try to go in it, or that may be a very bad idea. Who knows? But we'll figure that out in the next video. Until then, thank you very much for watching this one. And yeah, take care.